Hello everybody, how's it going? With the launch of Dragonflight, professions will become much more important again. Of course there are some changes, additions and whatsoever, but don't worry, I got you. Today we will take a look at everything you need to know about the new profession system so you can start your journey on the Dragon Isles with confidence and without worrying that you will be too late to the profession party. And believe me, for the first time in a long time, professions are actually really worth a look. Armors and weapons on the level of the raids, easy gold for basically no work due to the crafting order system. Good stuff! So, without further ado, let's begin! When you first enter the Dragon Isles, you will very quickly get to the first little player hub, the Ring West Embassy. Here you will find trainers for every single profession, and here you will learn all the new stuff for the earlier time of the expansion. Sure, later you will have profession trainers at other places like Valdrakken, but here it all begins. Once you learned your professions, you will quickly realize the first big change. What is this little symbol right here? Quality? What does that mean? The quality of crafted items and reagents is the first big change we will talk about. The crafted items will have 5 levels of quality, changing the stats of these items significantly. We are talking about a 10 item level difference for blacksmithing, leatherworking and tailoring between the lowest and highest quality. If you are an alchemist, the potions and flasks you will make also will have a huge difference in stats granted, etc. You can make better quality items by having higher skill and also by using better quality raw materials. Let me explain. When mining ore, gathering herbs or skinning animals, you will first get the low quality materials most of the time. The more skill you have in your gathering professions, the more likely it is to get better quality raw materials. There are also some other ways to increase your gathering skill, like equipping the new profession items like a mining helmet, a fishing hat, a pickaxe, etc. Most of these items can be crafted by different professions, some items you get by a quest and so on. These profession items can be equipped in your profession display and you do not actually have to wear them while crafting. It's simple, right? Then you can choose which raw materials you want to use to create your items by left-clicking on the material while you are on your profession display. If you take more high-quality materials, you will get a high-quality crafted item. At certain skill levels, you will be guaranteed to craft better items, and the needed skill will also be shown at the profession display. You can also add optional reagents to increase the quality of a crafted item. But what are these optional reagents? This is where inscription comes into play. With the inscription profession you are able to create these missives that not only can increase the quality of a crafted item, but you can also choose precisely what stats you want the item to have. For armor and weapons you can choose between the usual secondary stats, and for profession tools you can choose between the new profession stats. You can also recraft the equipment with a few additional materials, so you don't have to waste all the materials again to simply make a better version of the same item. As you can see, this old pickaxe gave 58 perception, while this new one gives 62. Wait, perception? What the hell is this? The new profession sets are different for the gathering professions and the crafting professions. In the gathering professions, you have finesse, deftness and perception. Finesse increases the amount of the primary reagent you are gathering, deftness increases your gathering speed, and perception increases your chance to find rare materials additionally to the usual ones. In the crafting professions, you have inspiration, resourcefulness and crafting speed. Inspiration gives you a chance to craft an item with additional skill points, giving you a higher chance to create a higher quality item. Resourcefulness gives you a chance to use fewer reagents to craft the item, and crafting speed should be pretty self-explanatory. These stats are increased by profession tools like blacksmith hammers, leatherworking knives, etc. and also by profession accessoires like toolkits. The lesser versions of this are just tradable, the better items however are BOP. You might be wondering why a blacksmith would be able to craft a BOP herbalism tool. That doesn't seem right, does it? Luckily, there's a brand new system that clarifies this issue. But before we talk about that, if you find me helpful, consider to subscribe to the channel. Only about 4% of my viewers are actually subscribed, so I would really appreciate it, and I will make many more guides in the future, so perhaps you can profit from that as well. But now let's get back to the topic. Crafting orders are one of the big profession features. You can basically gather all the materials needed for the item you want. bring them to one of the crafting order NPCs in Dragon and give in your order, so someone else can craft it for you. You will see here which items you need, then on the right side you can choose either if it's a public order or a personal order. This means you can either give the order for the first person who wants to do it, or you give it to someone special, perhaps a friend or someone who made items for you before. Then you can leave a little message for a crafter to make it a bit more personal. You can add a commission of your choice and also the duration, how long the order should be active. You can be pretty sure that if there's someone who can craft it, he will do it. Why wouldn't he? He gets all the money basically for free. Now you might be thinking, money for free sounds good. How can I work on these orders? It is simple. Near the trainer of your crafting profession, you will find a crafting table. Here you have access to the crafting orders, both the public orders and the personal ones. Now you can simply craft the item and complete your order. You are also able to add an optional reagent to make the item even better than initially planned. Since the person who made the order can see who crafted it for him, this is a good way to make yourself some customers who would actually come back to you for other items. Also, if you are an armorsmith for example, but you want a good crafted weapon, this is the way to get it. Wait, armorsmith? Every profession will have different specializations, which you will first unlock when reaching 25 skill points with a profession. The gathering professions will focus on the different reagent you can gather, either increasing your secondary stats for gathering or increasing your skill, making it more likely to find better quality items, or increasing the chance to find rare items while gathering. The crafting professions will focus on the different things to craft. As a blacksmith for example, you will be able to choose between weapons, armor and other crafted items. The skill points for the specializations will be earned by simply crafting items and gathering materials. Nothing too special. And that's basically all you need to know. Of course there are still things I didn't talk about, like where to get all the good recipes and stuff like this, but that's something you will probably find out by yourself. I hope I could help you, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching, and see ya!